What's up, what's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys a quick mission guide for the Crown Tier 4 mission known as Flyboy. But before we dive into it, if you guys do enjoy this content anytime or find this video helpful in any way, make sure to show support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Go ahead and throw an easy goal of 150 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure to hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. All right, so this mission is going to be 3 parts. Part 1 is asking us to kill 14 enemies from a helicopter in one deployment. But first things first, you're going to need to get a hold of one of the helicopters. Typically, there is at least 1 and sometimes even 2 on the map. Just going to kind of depend on where you are located on the map, where they're located, because more than likely, if it's super far, there is another team that's going to grab it before you get there. But regardless, you guys are first going to need to get a hold of the light helo, and once you do, you guys will be prepared for this entire mission. But part 1 is asking us to just kill those 14 enemies. So it doesn't matter where you are on the map, you're just going to need to find 14 AI. Obviously, the tier 1s are going to be your best bet, and it really doesn't matter what weapon you use, but a sniper rifle could make it significantly easier, just depending on how high you are flying. But if you're able to get close enough to the ground, any assault rifle, being at their tier 1s, you guys will be able to eliminate them pretty quickly. But regardless, all you got to do is kill 14 AI enemies from the chopper in the single deployment there. And once you guys are able to complete the 14 elims, you guys will get this part complete. And part 2 is just asking us to kill 3 riot shield enemies from a helicopter. So again, when you get a hold of the helicopter, you'll likely be able to do this at least during part 1 as well. You guys will then want to take the helicopter over to one of these strongholds. Now, you're going to need somebody that's fairly decent at flying, as they're going to have to get fairly close to the stronghold and get pretty close to the ground. You guys are going to want to clear the area around it just so you guys aren't getting beamed out of the chopper. You guys are then going to want to fly the helicopter near the stronghold, and it definitely is important to include drill charges with this one. Drill charges are going to make this super easy. Just going to fly near the side of the building, throw the drill charges on the sides of the stronghold itself, and then obviously you guys will be able to eliminate the riot shielders through the walls. You guys won't even have to open the doors. You guys won't have to bait the riot shielders out in the open. You won't have to do anything crazy, because they're just going to want to go over to a munitions spot, whether it's one of the resupplies on the map or describing munitions boxes. You guys will then want to supply up on quite a few drill charges just to make sure you have enough. And once you guys have quite a few, you guys are just going to want to do this method. Fly close to it, throw them on the sides. More than likely, you guys are going to eliminate at least 2 of them in a single stronghold. And then you guys will move over to a second one. Within 2 or 3 strongholds doing this, you guys will be able to eliminate the 3 riot shielders, and part 2 will be complete. Now, part 3 is asking us to kill 5 operators from a helicopter. Now, this is obviously the most challenging, as you're going to have to eliminate real players in order for this to count. But I do want to mention that if you guys see anyone that's downed on the ground below you, you guys can finish them off while they're down, and it will count as an elimination. Now, what I chose to do with this was a couple of different approaches. I'm pretty good with my AR even from a distance, so I always keep that on me. But I also chose to have an RPG as a secondary because I had quite a few in my contraband. It was pretty easy to access and obviously be able to shoot RPGs at players that are in vehicles and things of that nature from the sky. It just kind of depends on what weapon choice you guys are going with. With the assault rifles, obviously the closer, the easier it's going to be to hit. With the sniper rifles, you don't have to be necessarily close, but further away it is, the harder it's going to be to actually hit the players. And of course, if someone's wobbling around a lot, it's actually pretty hard to snipe while you're flying around the map. So I definitely recommend taking a launcher approach. A lot of people recommend using the Joker, as you're able to lock onto vehicles while you're flying around, and you could get extremely lucky wiping out an entire team in a single vehicle, or at least knocking them down where you guys are able to go and finish them off. But I had a lot of luck just flying towards teams or getting somebody else to fly toward the teams, so that I could basically just be on the side firing at will. Once you guys are able to down players or even eliminate players that were already downed and able to get the 5 eliminations possible, this last part will be complete, wrapping up this mission. That's going to wrap things up for today's quick mission guide. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.